big changes at the Quincy Veterans Home. You'll want to see the new construction on the upcoming Muddy River Gems.
The reality is we're looking at one of the oldest veterans homes in our country. And so it was time to build a new one anyway. We want to be able to provide the best for Illinois veterans. We've invested nearly $500 million in veterans homes construction projects.
That's coming up on the next Muddy River Gem, brought to you by Dot Foods.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, I have the distinct pleasure of sitting down with Ethan Romig. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. So your mom's over here. Thank you, Mom. So she mentioned that you were a little nervous. That's okay, because I get nervous all the time. But we're going to just chat about the awesome person that you are and the awesome things that you do. So let's go ahead and start off by saying you are a 16-year-old from Hannibal.
Yep.
You go to Hannibal High. Okay. 16, guys. Let's let that sink in. Okay, this kid, you won the Show Me Service Award Youth Volunteer of the Year. Is that right?
Yep.
Can you tell me a little bit about that award and why you got it?
Well, let's see. The Show Me Award was in Jefferson City. There was like these group of people that had me on there for this year. They tried to do it last year, but they got me on this year, and it was like a whole bunch of people doing a whole bunch of good stuff, like helping people like with this one big thing, or people helping with a multiple thing. But they did also have other stuff like young and people that have jobs and stuff. But I was in a young person for Missouri area, 'cause I live in Hannibal, Missouri. And I got an award, and it was very cool, and it was because of me doing my random acts of kindness.
Yeah, so random acts of kindness. So the Show Me Awards, they cover every age group, right? But you are probably one of the younger ones to receive one of these awards, right? Which is,
I don't know.
you don't know. Okay, I'm going to say,
I don't know.
I'm going to guess, yes, because so Random Acts of Kindness is kind of the name of everything that you do. And we'll talk a little bit about some of the things that you do, but your kindness has always been around, according to Mom, right? You've always been just a really kind kid. And I'll let you tell me the story about when you were 8 and kind of what led to you wanting to do more Random Acts of Kindness.
See, this was like a while ago, but I do remember all the big things. But I like being nice when I was like young and stuff, so I helped like people with opening doors and stuff. And then I saw a whole bunch of people doing big things. I'm like, this is like very cool, and I kind of want to do the same thing, so I started doing it. And the thing I say to everybody is, it doesn't matter if it's big or small. If it's like opening up doors or picking up stuff for somebody or giving them gifts or stuff, that's like a big and small thing.
Yeah. It's awesome. You just want to make people smile. I love it.
Yep.
We need more people like you, Ethan. 100%. You agree with that, right?
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yes. Well, it's because it's true. So, holding the door for your mom, you got to thank you. And it kind of rolled into this love of wanting to help more people. So Random Acts of Kindness, we touched on that a little bit. What are some things that you like to do? Because when I was reading about these, I was like, this is so cool. And they are really random, but they're so neat. So tell me a few things that you've done in the past that you have done to help people.
Well, the first thing I did was like putting popcorn on a movie machine and quarters on games, like arcade games. And that was the first thing I did. And then glue, not like into a corporation or something.
Not yet.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like a corporation. It's just like a fun thing I do.
Sure.
But and then I gave gifts to firefighters, police, like first responders, sorry.
No, you're good.
And then I gave stuff to what's the place name? I know it's here in Quincy too. Salvation Army.
Okay.
And of course, what my mom was saying to you a little bit ago,
The chemo bags.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And including Bucking Box too. I also like have donation for Color Cat and trying to think anything else.
I mean, that's a lot, right? So the chemo bags, I do want to touch on that because it almost brought a tear to my eye while we're talking about it. But so the Cancer Center in Hannibal, right? You had connected with someone who works there through another random act of kindness, and you learned about a need for almost like care packages for cancer patients of things that maybe they didn't know they needed, right? I just think that is just so sweet. And, after talking to your mom, learning that one random act of kindness, such as putting the quarters on an arcade machine. I mean, I can tell you right now, when I was a kid, if I rolled up to an arcade machine or, a game and saw some quarters, I'd be like, heck yeah, score. And that's why you do it, right? You do it because you like to make people smile.
Yeah.
I love that. I think you definitely deserve the award. I can't wait to see what you do. We kind of giggle about a corporation, but it would be nice if there was, a corporation solely based on giving and making people smile, because I think that's what makes the world a better place, Ethan. So you keep doing you. I'm proud of you, and I think it's so cool. Thank you for coming on to chat with me today.
Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot. All right. Coming up next, I sit down with D.O.B. We talk about scams. Stay tuned.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Big changes at the Quincy Veterans Home. You'll want to see the new construction on the upcoming Muddy River Gems.
The reality is we're looking at one of the oldest veterans homes in our country. And so it was time to build a new one anyway. We want to be able to provide the best for Illinois veterans. We've invested nearly $500 million in veterans homes construction projects.
That's coming up on the next Muddy River Gem, brought to you by Dot Food.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Kelly's has been a fun place to eat and drink in Quincy since 1982. A fun and friendly atmosphere, food with flavor, homemade cinnamon rolls, and famous cheese soup, the best menu in town. Kelly's, 2902 Broadway, Quincy.
And welcome back. Joining me now, D.O.B. What's up, Don O'Brien?
Just another beautiful day in the queue.
It is beautiful day. And speaking of beautiful, your shirt.
Well,
I love it.
I was told by some people it might be a little bit too busy for
It's not busy.
for
For
the camera. It's not.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I think it's lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyway, getting the niceties out of the way, because what we're going to talk about is not so nice, of course, which is like the common theme for us.
Yeah. So today we're talking job scams.
Yep. Seen them
And-
all over the place.
Yes, and this is a scam that really targets younger consumers. This is the number one riskiest scam for consumers 18 to 44, according to our latest BBB Scam Tracker Risk Report. And you're like, what does a BBB Scam Tracker Risk Report? Well, we have something on our BBB website at bbb.org called our Scam Tracker. Every year we crunch all the numbers, and we get data from people like how old you are, things of that nature, male, female, those types of things, and we put it all together. And we found that this scam is more likely to target and affect people who are in that younger age range.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I think the older you get, the less you tend to look for jobs, but when you're in that 18, 20, 30-year-old range, you might be looking for jobs a lot.
Sure.
So they obviously go to people, they go online, and they set traps for people, and people fall into them.
Yeah. So, and the ones I've seen, it's almost like they're just like Facebook posts, and it's like, hey, can you work 3 days a week from home making this much? So it's like, yeah, who doesn't want a sweet gig like that? But when you see it, red flag.
Yeah.
It's too good to be true.
Yeah, we see it some with social media, like you talk about, with those traps being set on things like Facebook or Instagram or even TikTok. But more than likely, it's folks who turn to those, what I would say now, traditional ways of posting your resume online, using things like LinkedIn and Indeed and those types of job finding sites. And the bad players will even put their own job postings out there, and they may say that they're a company, but they're not really with that company. And a couple things to watch for if you are in the job market and you start talking to a company. Let's say it's on whatever job site it might be, and they want to take that discussion off of the job site, and they tell you, hey, will you download this messaging service on your phone so we can talk over there? That's a red flag, because you want to keep that you want to try to keep them on the same level where you, or the same platform where you found them.
Gotcha.
Them taking you to another place allows them to kind of control things.
Like what's a normal, like a WhatsApp or something
Yeah,
like
like
that?
WhatsApp, or there's all kinds of different ones.
Yeah.
Ones out there. So they're going to want to take you to a special messaging app. They may even take you to Facebook Messenger, wherever it might be. They want to take you somewhere else where they can control the conversation. And you and I are speaking face to face. Every job interview I've ever had in my life, I've had to look at someone.
Yeah.
I've never had to go through a virtual job interview, but there are ways now with Zoom and FaceTime and things like that, you can see the person that you're maybe wanting to work for, that you're wanting to hire. And if they won't, quote unquote, meet with you face to face, that is, again, another sign, because I've heard from consumers, even here in the Quincy area, who have done job interviews entirely through a messaging app. So, and luckily, the person who did that said it just didn't feel right, and it's not. And that's abnormal for sure.
Right. Well, and so if somebody is from a legit company, right, and they're interviewing you for this job, what would you do? Like call the company?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Call that company. Ask, if they have given you a name. Say, hey, does Joe Blow work for your business? Do you have this job open for this position? And more often than not, if it's a legitimate job opportunity, they're going to say, oh yeah, that person works for us. We're looking for that right now. Now, you've probably also gone through some the chances that you find that and you've done nothing but text messages with them, basically.
Yeah.
That's probably not going to happen. So in an instance that I had recently here in Quincy, a young gentleman was shopping for a job, found one he liked, did nothing but text messages. He went up calling the company and found out that it was totally bogus. So yes, call that company. Investigate who that company is that you are communicating with, because their goal here is twofold. Yes, they want to they want to get your information first and foremost. They want to get that. Whenever you get hired for a job, you usually have to turn over your driver's license and a copy of your Social Security card. They want that. They want to get you to that spot where you feel comfortable enough to turn that information over. Because what's going to happen is they're going to use that information. Obviously, if they get your Social Security number, they could maybe open accounts in your name and things of that nature. If they get that driver's license, all of a sudden, if I give my driver's license to someone, a copy of it, all of a sudden they're Agent Don O'Brien in some other scheme, and to show some legitimacy, they're going to show my driver's license to that person they have on the hook to say, oh yeah, this guy's, and they'll use my photo on some kind of bogus ID for whatever federal government agency they say they are. So they want your information. They also try to get your money, and they will say that, oh, we're going to send you a check so you can, get the office supplies necessary for your job. When a legitimate company is going to say they're going to send you that they're going to send you that those items that you need to operate.
Right.
They're not going to have you go out float you some check, and these checks are not legitimate. So once you put that check in your account, you spend that money, and then they ask you to send some back or send some to someone else in the organization, supposedly. So there's a lot of layers to this onion, but you've really got to go in, if you're in the job market, with eyes wide open that not everything you see on the internet is real. I know it's amazing that I'm saying
I know,
that.
yeah.
Not everything you can believe online is real.
I really thought it was.
Yeah.
No, but in today's world, a lot of the virtual stuff, a lot is done online without communicating face to face, and to know that you can't always trust it. It's you got some ammo, but you also have to keep that in mind, because a lot of times when you see it, you're like, ooh, that's a good gig, right?
Yes.
And you just kind of follow your heart, hoping that you can nail it.
The number one type of job we see in these that get reported to us are folks who get involved in reshipping scams. You can act as an agent at home, and you can take packages and you can reship them for something. Like they'll give you some type of pseudonym or something that you have this great job, and you'll do work. They'll send you items. But what you're getting, unknowingly, you're part of a criminal enterprise, because those items that you're getting are mostly electronics. They were either stolen or they are purchased with hot credit cards. So you'll work for them for about a month, and when comes payday, they'll just cut you off. So and you expect to get about $2,500, $3,000 is what they usually say to someone.
Yeah,
you can make $3,000 a month by just sitting on your couch and repackaging items, and you do it for a short time. But then when it comes time to get paid, you're out of luck.
Damn. See, that's trying to do something good, man. Get a job, right? And this is what you got to face. Yeah, the ones on Facebook I see, it's like, I don't know if it's this drop shipper thing or the warehouse thing, but it's definitely not legit. And the good thing that I'm seeing is more and more people scam, reporting it, making sure that even if people see it, that they see your comment. Scam. Don't fall for this crap.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. The more education we get out there, the better. That's why I'm happy you guys have me on here every week to talk about stuff. Report it if you've fallen victim, or if you've been even if you've been targeted, or you find a bogus job listing. Report it to the site that you saw it. If it's on one of those job sites, make sure you let them know that, hey, this is the bogus listing. Also report it to our scam tracker at bbb.org. It's free to do. It takes you no time. I don't say no time, but it takes you, not even 5 minutes to fill one
worth
of those
it.
out. Yep.
Yeah, and also worth it. Go check out all the local scams, right? I don't even like to call it, but if there's some,
on Scam Tracker, you can put your zip code in there. If you're in Hannibal, you can put your Hannibal zip code. Quincy, Camp Point, wherever you're from, Keokuk, you can just put your zip code in there. You can see what scams are being reported in your area.
Yeah, which you hate to see it, but it's better to be in the know. Which is well, I'm glad you're here every week. So thank you for coming again. If you're out there looking for a job, beware. Right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Thanks, DOB.
Thank you.
I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for Club Muddy.